after party.
No, I know about them. I'll listen to the music. I've heard that song, After Party.
I learned so much about love and gratitude. I talk to him every night.
You do?
I talk to him every night. And it's different every night. Sometimes it's just like, I took the kids to school.
One of the greatest dancers of all time, Steven Twitch Boss. And I just want to remind everyone that reach out to the ones that you love and don't take anyone for granted.
Ellen, were you surprised by the allegations about P. Diddy? Did that surprise you about P. Diddy? He's been on your show many times.
But I haven't spoken directly because I don't know what to say.
Man, it seems like Diddy's drama keeps sucking more and more folks into its vortex. Recently, the paparazzi caught Ellen DeGeneres looking uncomfortable when asked about the accusations swirling around Diddy. This raised severe eyebrows because Ellen and Diddy have been tight for ages.
Be the first one to say it. Definitely not going to be the last. But the whole Diddy situation, right? Y'all realize that this is just like the first of thousands. Anyone realize that Ellen DeGeneres has been real quiet lately?
But here's where it gets even juicier. Rumors are flying that Ellen might be involved in some seriously scandalous stuff, like appearing in those infamous tapes from Diddy's alleged freak-off parties.
Steven Twitch Boss danced his way into the hearts of so many, and those hearts are forever broken with his tragic passing. Welcome to Entertainment Tonight.
It still doesn't seem real.
No,
it
doesn't
just
at
does
all.
not seem
No.
real. Twitch's death resulting in an outpouring of love and reigniting conversations about mental health. This as family and friends try to make sense of life without him.
It's such a painful reminder that you never, ever know what people are going through.
Listen, I think people have to just stop assuming that when you see people on television that they're okay, especially with the dancing. I mean, dancing is such a symbol of freedom and happiness and joy.
I, like the rest of the world, am shocked by the death of Stephen Boss, Twitch.
He was obviously suffering with mental health issues, and it's a big, big, big problem in the United States.
ET has learned Twitch's autopsy occurred yesterday. The medical examiner's office has confirmed that the 40-year-old died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. His body was discovered here at this Encino motel less than a mile from where Twitch lived with his wife Allison and their 3 children.
And hold on to your seats, because remember Steven Twitch Boss, Ellen's DJ who passed away a few years back? Well, word on the street is that Twitch might have known a little too much about Ellen and Diddy's shady business and paid the price for it.
So tell me about your birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes. Yes, you're definitely invited. I invite you to all my parties. You just haven't seemed to show up.
No, well, is it on the East Coast?
Yes.
Well, that's why. Why don't you have one here on the West Coast? Because I work all the time.
Okay, well, maybe I have one at your house.
Where's that? Now, what time would your party start, let's say?
Like 9:30.
Really? That early?
Yeah.
I could make that.
Some even say Twitch might have been dragged into Diddy's FOs and blackmailed with some damning footage. It's like something out of a twisted thriller.
I could think of you of starting a party at like midnight. Like what time will it go till?
That's a different type of party.
Uh-huh.
No, it'll go from like 9:30 to like maybe 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And then, you know, we have the top 2 floors of the hotel.
Mm-hmm. And then it will carry on there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then No, I mean the after party.
Mm-hmm. No, I know about them. I'll listen to the music. I've heard that song, After Party.
Ellen, on his show, paid tribute to his so-called friend Twitch after the murder. Or the public eye, we can say Boss, the DJ and executive producer on the Ellen DeGeneres show, died by suicide on December 13th last year, shocking his fans, friends, and family. I have many beautiful memories of him, especially around the show's end. I was watching behind-the-scenes footage of our last show when we said goodbye. I didn't realize then how much it would mean to me now. I wanted to share it with you.
Because of this platform, we have been able to change people's lives, and this show has forever changed my life. It is the greatest experience I have ever had, beyond my wildest imagination. So Twitch, one last time, dance with me. Compassion is what makes the world a better place. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. I feel the love, and I send it back to you.
His wife's words make us think, why would such a kind soul commit suicide? He just wanted to be everyone's Superman and protector. But in an interview, she also hints that she might have missed something bothering him.
Allison says she and their 3 children have their good days and bad ones, but they're trying to move forward. I'm looking at you and you seem very strong to me. Is that for you, for the kids, for the world?
I think it's for all of that.
Yeah.
I don't really have any other choice but to be strong. Now, they still see me have my highs and lows, because there's a lot of it. All I can do is just try to move forward.
The dance duo met in 2010 on So You Think You Can Dance. Their love story was like a fairy tale from the very beginning.
Will you marry me?
Yes.
I feel like we all felt like we knew Twitch and we knew and loved him. But what was it like to really be in love with him?
Oh, our love was magical. Yeah. And it was so real. And I think that's the hardest part about all this. The way we loved was so big, and I got 13 years with one of the most magical humans. And I learned, oh, I'm sorry. I learned so much about love and gratitude. I talk to him every night.
You do?
I talk to him every night. And it's different every night. Sometimes it's just like, I took the kids to school. Other times it's a little bit deeper, a little more heavy. I don't allow myself to be in a place of anger or sadness, though I allow myself to feel it. If I'm feeling this much pain, it's because I've had so much love.
But Allison says she's managing some tough conversations with her 3 children, 14-year-old Wesley, 7-year-old Maddox, and 3-year-old Zaya.
Let's backtrack and talk about Ellen DeGeneres and her connection to Diddy. Diddy's been a guest on Ellen's show multiple times and even extended invites to his shindigs. There is something going on with Diddy and Ellen because no guest can attend a show 27 times. Are they great friends? She even remembers that he officially changed his name to Love.
See, Diddy's my nickname.
Uh-huh.
Love is my real name. So I
Okay.
just changed my name to Love. Sean Love Combs. That's what it says on my driver's license. That's my official name, Love.
All right.
I'm Love! I'm Love!
Ellen played it cool, jokingly mentioning she knew about those after-hours shindigs. But cut to now, there's this viral paparazzi footage of Ellen looking downright jittery when asked about the Diddy drama.
Ellen, were you surprised by the allegations about P. Diddy? Did that surprise you about P. Diddy? He's been on your show many times. Have you been to his parties?
The reporter drops the bomb, asking Ellen straight up if she's surprised by the allegations against P. Diddy. This is where it gets fishy. Ellen's stammering, looking like she's about to bolt. Something's definitely not adding up here. Fans are doing some serious detective work, digging into Diddy and Ellen's connection. And let me tell you, they're finding some juicy stuff. Turns out these two have more in common than meets the eye.
People are scratching their heads, wondering why Ellen seemed so on edge when Diddy's name was mentioned. Now, fans are investigating Ellen and Diddy's connection to try to uncover what's going on.
I count on him to look over at and make silly jokes, and he's my pal, you know, he's my sidekick because, you know, we have this connection. So just looking over and he makes me laugh. He really, really makes me laugh.
She added, "He brought so much joy to my life. I know he brought joy to yours too."
I know it's not a happy holiday, but he was pure light, as everybody in the comments said. If you knew him, you knew that. If you didn't know him, you saw it. Let's honor him
and think about him and send love to one another.
They're pointing out their similarities, like how both preach love and kindness, but allegedly have a darker side behind closed doors. Ellen's no stranger to controversy herself. She's been accused of mistreating her staff and reportedly being controlling and jealous towards her wife, Portia. And then there's this wild conspiracy theory suggesting Ellen may have had something to do with her ex-girlfriend Anne Heche's mysterious passing. It's all getting pretty heavy.
In the most insane and traumatic time.
The woman whose home was destroyed in Anne Heche's car crash speaks out. Her name's Lynn Michelle, and she explains why it took her a week to break her silence on the ordeal.
It's Lynn Michelle, still recovering and trying to figure out up from down. It's really, truly overwhelming. You guys have really impacted my life in a very profound way. So thank you so much to everybody, and I will keep you updated.
Lynn previously released a statement through her legal team, her lawyer telling ET, quote, "Miss Michelle is devastated by what happened to her, not only because she and her pets almost lost their lives, but because all of her property, including items of profound sentimental value, were destroyed." Lynn takes a moment to show her dogs who were unharmed in the wreck, but says her pet tortoise is being cared for after being displaced.
That's Bree. And that's Ruben. And they just want to say thank you so much for cheering them on. And my tortoise, my friend Christia is watching my tortoise, so Marley says hi from the valley.
Lynn expresses her gratitude for the love and compassion from around the world after Anne crashed her Mini Cooper into Lynn's LA residence and set it ablaze.
LA City Fire tells us when the car crashed, it caught on fire and the fire started spreading into the home, resulting in flames and a whole lot of smoke.
Anne died on Friday, but the video came just hours after the actress's rep told ET she was on life support and was not expected to survive.
Anne has sustained life-threatening injuries. These are the most serious injuries that we see in burn care.
ET spoke with a burn specialist who gave us his professional opinion on the long-term effects of Anne's condition.
Whenever you're in an enclosed space, like a car or an apartment or a house, that allows smoke and chemicals to build up, which damages the lungs and prevents you from breathing on your own. So the only way to survive is to have mechanical ventilation, artificial breathing for you on a machine.
We're told Anne's family was keeping her on life support in order to see if her organs could be donated. As her rep explained, in the event of Anne's death, it has long been her choice to donate her organs.
In a bizarre twist of fate, Anne Heche passed away in August 2022, almost exactly 4 months before Ellen's DJ, Twitch, reportedly took his own life. Some folks are quick to brush this off as just another conspiracy theory, but others find it seriously suspicious that two people close to Ellen ended up dead within months of each other. Now, if you need to get more familiar with Anne Heche, she was an actress who had a high-profile relationship with Ellen from 1997 to 2000. They were dubbed the world's first gay super couple.
Do you want to send her any well wishes?
Sure. I don't want anyone to be hurt.
Ellen DeGeneres is sending kind words to her ex, Anne Heche, amid her hospitalization following her life-threatening car crash.
Vehicle into a structure. We also have a structure fire, 2-story, single-family dwelling, heavy smoke showing. Keep everybody coming.
While out and about in Santa Barbara, the former daytime talk show host gave a brief comment on the actress, whom she dated from 1997 to 2000.
Have you spoken to Anne Heche at all since her accident?
Have not.
Do you want to...
We're not in touch with each other, so I wouldn't know.
It's seemingly true. Ellen and Anne have had little to no communication since their split. That's something Anne mentioned to ET a couple years ago.
Ellen and I haven't spoken in years, and you know, in a relationship, and I think many of us have them, you come to a fork in the road. What do you want, and what do I want? And those goals, that intent in life, is determined by the individual. And her intent and my intent were different, and that's why we separated.
But despite the two not being in touch, Ellen still hopes Anne comes out of the accident okay.
I don't want anyone to be hurt.
Yeah, it's quite a dangerous accident that happened, wasn't it?
Sure was.
Ellen and Anne have a lot of history together. Back in the 90s, their debut as a couple wasn't welcomed with open arms.
I think people have let go of this a little bit. I think they've calmed down and realized that, it's just hopefully something that's like any other couple.
It's a moment in time Anne opened up about while she competed on Dancing with the Stars in 2020.
My movie premiere, Volcano, I had told them that I was taking Ellen as my date, and I was told if I took Ellen, I would lose my Fox contract. At that moment, she took my hand and said, "Do what they say." And I say, "No, thanks." I took Ellen to the premiere. I was ushered out by security before the movie even ended and told I was not allowed to go to my own after party for fear that they would get pictures of me with a woman.
But despite those struggles, years later, she sees the good that came from that entire experience.
We went through an incredible time, and we were truly a part of a revolution that helped move the needle, and I couldn't be more grateful for that. Ellen and I had a little bit different twist on the story of what we were fighting for 20 years ago and fighting for equality, and I'm so thrilled to have been by her side. What I was talking about was a little bit more of a concept that love is a choice, and I made one, and it was one of the most life-changing choices of my life, and I stand up for that more than I would do the same thing all over again. This is a time and an opportunity for me to be able to say that I believe love is a choice, and we all should support everyone to have their own private life and do what they want to do if they're experiencing a little bit of joy with another person.
But here's where it gets even more intense. In a June 2021 episode of her podcast, Better with Anne and Heather, Anne dropped a bombshell. She claimed Ellen tried to have her committed to an institution and that she was blacklisted in Hollywood for speaking her truth. Anne's words were heavy, revealing her struggles to speak out against Ellen's alleged attempts to silence her.
He lit up every room he stepped into. Quote, he valued family, friends, and community above all else, and leading with love and light was everything to him.
I have the sweetest husband in the entire world.
Allison concluded her emotional statement with one final message. We love you, we miss you, and I will always save the last dance for you.
Despite the note and the autopsy report, numerous fans remain skeptical, believing there's more to Twitch's death than meets the eye. Some speculate that Twitch may have known something he shouldn't have about Ellen and Diddy, leading to speculation that he could have been blackmailed. While there's no concrete evidence linking Twitch directly to Diddy or his alleged activities, the close relationship between Ellen and Diddy and Twitch's tenure working for Ellen has sparked theories. That's all for today, folks. Thanks for watching.